this one's 5 years ago. This one's 5 months ago. I think I'm gonna watch this one. It's most recent.
Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're going to be
Who is
talking
this
about
lady?
a TikToker that was very, very popular back in 2018. This is the story of the bidet. Now, before we jump right into it, I just want to quickly say Happy New Year to every single buddy watching today's video. Whether you've been here before or you're new here completely, Happy New Year, and I hope everybody here does have a great New Year to come. But today we're talking about the bidet. A lot of this stuff happened back in the very early 2018.
Give me a second, yo. Because it's getting dark in here. I had to turn my light on. Give me a second. Yo, look what I did. Look what I did. I'm gonna show you guys. Hold on. Give me a second. Look. I'm gonna lay on my bed. Look. I got one slide on and one crack on. How did I do that, right?
That I've ever heard about. Back in 2018, when I was much younger, I remember hearing about the situation and shrugging it off because I was just a foolish kid back then. But the bidet situation is rather deep and very unnerving. The bidet started off with his TikTok fame of being a cringe TikTok dancer. He started off with the trend of, the bad boy, where he would start with his little Zelda handbook and switch over to his big bad leather jacket with handcuffs. He was just the all-right demon here, the actual bad.
Because now you're getting in the middle of the video. Vic, what are you talking about? These aren't platform flip-flops. Crazy thing is, I don't know where these zesty allegations came from. But I was at my mom's graduation. I was sitting, sitting at my mom's graduation with my aunt Ann. And she came up, as I was leaving, she was like, Rance, what's up with the bag? And mind you, I had my shoulder bag on. Let me...
Bad boy, someone that I would even be afraid of if I was to walk the...
I'm about to show y'all exactly. I had this on, right? Exactly like this. Pretty standard, right? I didn't think anything of it. And she was like, what's up with that? You got a purse on? And to me, I'm like, yo, because I thought I had it on that day. I thought I put it on. I thought I was looking pretty fly, pretty dripped out that day. And my aunt thinks I had a purse. Free my man's Rance, he ain't do nothing. Literally. So I had to explain to her. You put the... What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Can't tell me I don't look fly. I don't look fly. This looks like a normal bag. How else am I supposed to wear it? How else am I supposed to wear it? Like, literally. Am I supposed to put it back here? That don't make sense. That looks stupid. Leave it right here. Leave it on the side. I keep going. Y'all, you just making stuff up at this point. That's your problem. That's your problem. You just like making stuff up. You like being imaginary. Yo.
I was in my school and see him.
And he's making... We get... He's just making out with a virtual woman. How old is she? Is he gonna get to her age? Because he's too old to be doing this nonsense. Oh snap! My bad. Sorry.
So I couldn't just sit here and say, his content was terrible and it was cringe. So I think the best way is for me to genuinely just show you some of his content. Now, if some of it just doesn't have noise at all, or you're only hearing my background, music, that's because it's copyrighted, and that's just why.
Ouch! Ouch! Ouch, Charlie! Ow! Charlie!
Ew, Vic. You couldn't tell him to stop? Because I know he stitched one of your videos, Vic. That is not, like, he's too old. My thing is, I think it should be, you shouldn't be allowed to interact with people online after a certain age. After you turn like 35, you should not be able to. You can view whatever you want online, right? But you shouldn't be able to interact with this kind of stuff. We shouldn't be seeing videos of him doing this with girls who look at least half his age. Because where's his job? Where's his family? Where is anybody with any sort of cognition that's connected to his life? Where are they? Why haven't they seen this? If they have seen it, why haven't they stopped it? That is disgusting. I'm sorry to call this guy disgusting. I don't even know what he did yet. I'm not even sure what he did yet. I don't remember what he did. But I know it's gonna be nasty.
Now, I do believe those 3 videos I just showed you there were pretty prime examples of how terribly cringy he was and how it attracted the very wrong people. He was just a pretty big laughingstock on the entire app that slowly gained popularity due to multiple people making fun of him at the same exact time.
That's what Damar was doing.
I think it really showed how odd he was whenever he would do.
He was in the stream one day, and he was humping his pillow. Real ones can go back and find it. It was a Friday stream, I'm pretty sure. And we were talking about music or something. And he sent me the video of him humping a pillow, and he sent me the video of the same guy doing the same thing. Like, bro, I swear it was real. What are you doing that for? Like, what do you... why replicate that? Oh my gosh.
And his instinct was to stick his tongue out of his mouth and flap it up and down like he was trying to taste the person through the screen. It was just very unsettling to watch when someone like that was looking at you while you're watching it happen. Now keep in mind, this is a 28-year-old man who is doing all of these very weird and wacky things on TikTok duets. And keep...
Charge my head. I had my desk. Charge my head. Now my heart on this one. But he's a 28-year-old man. And he's bald. And he has a neck beard. Like that. Like he because don't even get on me. Don't get on me. Because my... Oh, that's the wrong side. It's connected on this side. Don't talk about me. But him, he has no hair. He's bald. And he just... If I look like this at the age of 28, I because life is over at that point. If I'm not looking the best I ever, like, I'm getting flustered just thinking about it. If I don't look the absolute best that I can at the age of 28, and my previous years are behind me, why would I, like, I should be looking the best possible at the age of 60. Like, that should be peak me. You get what I'm saying? Like, I shouldn't be ever regressing, and to regress this fast, to get to a point where you look like this at such a young age. 28 isn't young. You're basically, like, you're a complete grown, too old, like, you're unk status at that point. But to look like that at the beginning of unk status that's runts. You know what I'm gonna clamp my tongue on that one. Thank you. I appreciate you. Appreciate you for being the bigger man. Thank you. That's what it takes. That's what being a real friend, being a real man, that's what realness looks like. Because any other time he would want to insert himself into the conversation, insert himself and insult me, he learned and he controlled himself. Salute them. Everybody go follow Sohot27 on Twitch. Everybody goes drop a sub on his channel. Good for him. Thank you.
Mind, TikTok duets is something that you have to individually seek out. You have to find the video that you want to duet and literally go through multiple buttons just to get to the point where you can start to record duetting somebody else's video. There was also multiple rumors about the bidet being a substitute teacher in his, pastime here. I don't really know how true that is. They are just massive rumors that a lot of people do believe to be true, but it's nothing that I could get a confirmation about. Now, aside from the bidet being cringe overall, just everywhere in every app he was ever being on, his main problem was just being cringe. Then people started to notice a very bad pattern. That pattern being he would only really duet people who were young or just looked very, very young. But at the same time, nobody really knew anything to properly get him kicked off or get him cancelled until he was finally exposed and called out by a TikToker that went by the name of Bithoji. When BitHoji initially made that video calling out the bidet and exposing him, multiple other people started to slowly and...
Ew, because the last video, what do you gain from making videos like these? Do you think like one of these women are gonna be like, yo, the bidet, you were so hot. You were so hot from the way you duetted my video. Please, I need you in my pants now. You think that's what he was thinking? You think that's the thought process? Because there's no way. Because I feel weird recording myself as is. If I just took my phone and just recorded a tick. What are you saying? What are these? Yo, what are these, yo? What? I'm not getting you these. I would never get anybody these. These are ugly. Sorry, not sorry. I don't even know what my thought was. I think I might have a slight case of dyslexia because I can't remember my thoughts, y'all, and it's getting worrisome.
Slowly come forward with their very own experiences with the bidet. It was like a snowball effect that wouldn't stop growing. Multiple people just kept coming forward, which led to even more things, which led to the bidet just going radio silent for around 2 weeks, going on a hiatus. Now, I think we're going to take a little bit of a step here, and I'm going to actually show you guys some of the DMs that were back and forth between the bidet and underage girls back in 2018 when he was initially...
Yo, I'm sure, yeah. Do you think I'm attracted... Yo, that's how you... That's Riz. How do you top something like that? You just gotta be straight, open, and forward. First of all, this is a tip for Findell and anybody watching on YouTube that needs tips, right? You tell girls how afraid you are of them. You ask them at least 3 times a day. Ask them, "Am I ugly?" Keep doing that. And pop the question, "Do you think I'm attractive?" Multiple times a day. And oh my gosh, it was something else. Call them nonstop. No matter what time of day, no matter what occasion. That is 4 things I've told you that will instantly secure you a spot in that inner circle. Trust me. Trust me. I'm not lying to you. I would never lie to a Rance Vodder. I would never lie to a Sager. I would never lie to anybody in this chat. Okay? There you go. Some Rance tips for you.
Getting exposed. Then we will take a look at the bidet's response when he came back, which was very, very, very bad. So in this DM screenshot, the bidet asked the underage girl, "Do you think I'm attractive?"
Yo, she's underage. Because now I feel terrible. Now and I would say charge my head, not my heart on that one, y'all. Charge my head, not my heart. That's all I can say.
That the very underage and illegal girl he's talking to here, at least finds him attractive. Now, in this screenshot, she mentioned something about having a job, to which the bidet, gets pretty interested in. He goes, "Oh, how old are you?" He really needs to know here. She immediately goes 14. Now, if we were to have a guessing game here, or if I was to have you guys take a quiz, I would ask you a question. I would say, do you think the bidet stopped messaging this girl, or do you think that he continued the conversation and acted like a cringy 13-year-old boy would talking to their, elementary school crush? Now, if you pick the second option, you are a genius. You have an IQ that is well over 190.
Oh
you are in the top 1 percentile of people who would have guessed correctly in that situation. Kudos to you, because that's exactly what the bidet goes on to do, mentioning how he kinda sorta has a crush on her, and a bunch of other various wacky things, along with some other Snapchats I'm going to be showing you guys here today. Snapchat videos of the bidet sending pictures and videos of himself to underage girls. But let's continue on with the DMs for a little while longer. Now, I continue to look on at the rest of these DMs. In this DM, he starts off by saying, I mean, may I be honest? She then says, yeah, of course. He says, if it was me, I'd try to make the relationship with you last for years. Now, all I'm brought to believe here in this DM is that he's saying that he would try to be with her for around 3 to 4 more years because once she got of legal age, he would probably lose interest. Now, in this DM that you're seeing on the screen, the bidet goes, LOL, I feel like I look stupid. The 14-year-old then goes on to say, you're okay, don't worry about it. The bidet says, I kinda, sorta have a crush on you, and shouldn't. So it's very—
Oh, it's... Cause my thing is, right, it's just, how do you not avoid... Hold on, let me get my thoughts together. How do you consciously keep going after she said she was 14? That's the part that's like... So he knew. And if anything went wrong, if anything were to leak, which it did, because it was bound to happen, he's done. Like, it's irrefutable evidence. He can't say no, I didn't say that. No, this was somebody else. My cousin took my phone. He's going for life. This guy's going away for life. Yo, it's honestly crazy. What goes through a predator's mind? Like, what sense of, like, desperation is running through his head? He's so real. Okay. Somebody, mods, oh my gosh, mods can't delete mod comments, dude. That's weird. You're weird for that one, yo. Yo, do you have Corey in the house? That is you, Corey in the house banner. Yo, that's funny.
Very obvious and apparent that the bidet knows what he's doing is wrong. He knows that talking to an underage girl is wrong, but that doesn't stop him from talking to multiple of them. To any underage girl he could, actually metaphorically get his hands on here. He would talk to any of them that he could, going as far as to send some of them these Snapchats that I'm showing you right now.
Ew.
I'm sorry for stopping right there and showing you this clip more than 3 times, but I do just have to ask because I am genuinely confused. But what was he trying to do?
I just saw the bidet. I just saw him hit the thug shaker in his drawers. I just saw an overweight white man who's bald and has a neck beard hit the thug shaker in his drawers to an underage to an underage girl. That is the mayor of Freakville. He needs to be the mayor of a prison block. He needs to be in prison. That's yo. And then we stop on the frame of him virtually kissing somebody. This guy, it's irrefutable evidence. It's no way he.
In that clip, I'm still bewildered watching it now because he wasn't doing anything crazy. He was just kind of doing a 360 motion with his hips, like he was just doing a shimmy back and forth. I don't really know how that would be appealing to anybody if he was trying to make himself look attractive, but I just don't really know what to do between that and the belly button. I'm very, very confused and kind of scared. Now, we need to take a look at what the bidet's response was to this entire situation, because as of this point going on, only around 2 to 3 weeks has passed, but the bidet just took a hiatus. He just went completely radio silent, didn't really say anything, and when he came back, he was very confident. He was, just very into himself, and what really got him like that was the fact that he thought he was completely anonymous, like people didn't know who he was, and then all of that, anonymous cloak he had around himself really wore off once people found his public Facebook Facebook, which had every single piece of information about him on there. And once that happened, he was rather scared, which I will show you in another video right after this one.
What's up, guys? So just the day coming at you with another public service announcement. So, for all those that have been following me and giving me love and giving me sweet comments and duets and everything and reactions, thank you so much. Sorry, my glasses broke, so I'm still kind of like getting them. Maybe I'll get some new ones or find my spares, but I appreciate you more than anything you'll ever know. To my haters, all you're doing is fueling the fire. When you comment, like my stuff, follow me, and react to my videos trying to down me, you're just making it worse for you. So, do yourself a favor, block me if you don't like my stuff. If you don't like what I do.
Oh my gosh. And it's... Everybody that I've watched a video on this channel will say that it's haters. Tofiachu, Nova, Danderson, the you know, the freak pastor, you remember him when we watched that? I can't even think of any more locals. They all say it's haters. No, it's normal people telling you to stop. They aren't hating on you. It isn't you against the world. They're trying to detain you and stop you from corrupting the youth. That isn't that's not a hater. That's not a hater. That's somebody just abiding and a law-abiding citizen. Yo. And it's the ego on these people. It's like, yo, these people just want a bit of my fame. These people, I have everything in the world for them to steal. No, your life sucks. Your life sucks. People like you because you look funny. People like your post because you're weirdo. You know, so it's like sick thought process to be behind. You know,
block me because I will continue to do duets with my fans that love me. And I will continue to do videos from my house where I live with my parents who love and support me, and I support them because they need me.
I still find it so crazy that this was one of the initial responses to a lot of the backlash that he had, where he called them, you know, his haters, and he called the people who supported him his fans, although there really wasn't a single supporter. And I still find it rather odd that when someone gets a little bit of, you know, TikTok fame or social media fame in general, they immediately would cling onto the word fans and stuff like that. I just find it so odd and rather cringe to say. I have 92,000 subs right now, and I don't think I've really ever called a single one of you fans. It just feels like such an odd word to call somebody, and immediately jumping to that whenever you just got a little bit of TikTok fame is just downright weird, but it does truly showcase what a little bit of fame or a little bit of attention on social media can do to change somebody. It's truly the most odd thing here is the fact that he actually said people enjoy his content. Now, here is some of the content in question.
Girls really look for in a guy. You don't have to be funny. Hell, you don't even have to be really that good looking. What they really want is they want a Batman in the streets and a Joker in the sheets.
Now, before I go on to show you guys this next clip, I just want to ask, is there any ladies in the comment section that can, you know, back the bidet here? Do you want a Joker in the
So as you can tell, I'm still here.
Listen, ladies in the chat, do you want a Batman in the streets, a Joker in the sheets? For the fellas out there, who's rocking with the bidet, how do y'all like it? Not for me. I'm not asking for me.
But I now have another issue. I have now people that found me on Facebook. You harass me on Facebook, and I will take you to the police. Because this is getting way too far, people. This is too far.
Now, what really ties
he was
that
playing
entire
Fortnite music in the background.
It was Fortnite music in the background. Puts it together for me, which makes it one of my favorite clips here today, is the OG Fortnite loading music. Really sends me back to a time when I was a young boy, just enjoying myself pranking 90s on the silly gooses in my lobby. But soon after all of this drama unfolded, the bidet actually did fully back down. A lot of his accounts were just completely taken down and pushed down into the crater of the earth where nobody would actually see them anymore. That was until around 2021 when he started to resurface again under a new name, being Papa Freak. Now, for those of you wondering, how does someone like him rebrand themselves?
So he just fully leaned into it. Like, he knew he was a freak. So he just decided to go, yo, I am the mayor of Freakville. You can't make it up, y'all. You can't make it up.
Going back on social media, because the name isn't really the problem. He isn't really tied to the name, although he kinda is. It's more of the actions he did, and now everybody also knows what he looks like.
He is so
well,
real,
the bidet had a plan, a very good, well thought, Dr. Doofenshmirtz level plan here. He decided to rebrand his name to Papa Freak, even putting a 3 where the E would be. Very smart, reminds me of 2013 Xbox 360 times. But what else did he do, you may be asking? He put a mask on, and the mask wasn't really hiding anything. You can see it right here on screen. You could look at that and be like, yeah, that was the guy who was preying on children back in 2018. Like, it's not a very, hiding mask. Now, the bidet rebranding himself wasn't about just getting back on the internet, it was about getting back in general. Now, the bidet was fully back, so he wanted to try new things. Now, since he's not the bidet, he is now Papa Freak. And Papa Freak, he was done with all the tomfoolery. He made a song. Better yet, he made a diss track, where in that same song, he even goes, go ahead, call Chris Hansen. Now, a lot of it, I believe, is behind copyright, music, but I did get some snippets for you guys to hear of the bidet's time on SoundCloud, being the, best rapper alive. Truly, I would pay to go see him live. But here is a snippet of the bidet's diss track to the people on TikTok.
Go ahead. Call Chris Hansen. Bother the man was at the Playboy Mansion. Even he will tell you the only real crime is you're wasting his time. Go ahead. Keep talking your shit, because the only crime I'm gonna commit is murder on this verse.
Every time I listened.
So he knows. He knows. He knows he's the mayor of Freakville. He revels in being the mayor of Freakville, and there's no stopping him from being the mayor of Freakville. Go ahead, call Chris Hansen.
Now, before we get into the entire talk about him, getting caught in a sting operation by a lone YouTuber, I do need to point out some things that I didn't mention before.
He's
because
scary
it will be brought
looking,
up
yes.
while you guys are watching and getting caught by a different YouTuber. But basically, amidst all of the things he was sending to underage girls on Snapchat, he also was sending a lot of them nudes. A lot of the underage girls were getting sent nudes, to which he will claim that that's completely false in the sting operation, to which it's not at all. Also, he was set up in the sting operation by that YouTuber, with the YouTuber acting as a 17-year-old girl. Apparently, he kept the entire conversation slightly platonic the entire time that they were talking, but still agreed to meet up with the girl, no less. The bidet will say that he doesn't really know what the person's talking about. He doesn't know why he's there when the bidet is there. He doesn't know any girl that goes by the name that the YouTuber had, so I guess it was just one big coincidence that the bidet would be there at the exact time that they specified to be there together. Now, before I fully get in to show you guys the actual video, I just want to show you that this picture on the screen that you're seeing here is the YouTube account that fully caught the bidet in the sting operation. Keep in mind, this person recorded the bidet at a public park, but I do need to clarify right now, I reduced the background noise a hefty bit, a lot actually, as much as I could, to make it bearable, but the background noise is still extremely loud, so I will apologize for that, but I did try to reduce it for the sake of you guys.
Oh, whatever. How are you?
Doing good.
Good.
What you up to?
I'm just hanging out.
Just hanging out?
Yep.
Not meeting friends?
No.
Not meeting somebody?
No.
Really?
No. I don't meet anybody. Hanging out.
Just hanging out?
Hanging out, man.
Yeah.
Just enjoying the pond. Just enjoying being back.
Sounds up, doesn't it?
Yep. Different. We're coming back.
So you don't know anyone by the name of Cat?
No. I don't know anybody named Cat.
You weren't meeting anyone here by 6?
No.
You sure?
Yeah, pretty sure. I don't know anybody named Cat. I pretty much, when I left here, I barely talk to anybody except my family that's here.
Really?
Yeah, that's it.
Well, I'm trying to give you an open opportunity to clear your name of anything. You go doing that?
Honestly, if I'm not going to do it for information overload, no offense to you, why do you think I would do that for you? No offense to you.
I mean, it gives you an open opportunity to get rid of everything, really.
Honestly, I tried doing that, and all it did was cause more commotion than what it's worth.
Yeah.
So honestly, I'm not interested, but I do appreciate the opportunity.
You got proof, you going against anything anyone said?
No, I honestly don't. But the only thing that I can't answer some of your questions, but that's the only thing that I can answer is one, I did not go to jail.
Of course, yeah, everyone should know that.
Right.
Even I've said that before.
Yeah,
never
and so, I do appreciate you standing for me on that subject. That's really all I can say. I don't have any proof of anything, but I have been keeping myself
isolated from everything?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you said that one video that was going around, that you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You said it was 2 years ago, right?
No, that was the dick picture was from 2 years ago.
The alleged dick picture. That's a picture from 2 years ago.
Okay, so could you possibly prove that in any way?
No, I mean that was from 2 years ago. It was to a girl that I met at the bar. We started talking, and I don't know how it got around, but it did.
So, and the only way I could have gotten around is she sent it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So Have you by chance had a conversation with the person on that?
No.
I would check them for that. That's very dirty.
I know it is very dirty, and I'm still waiting back to hear from the police department to see if it was anybody local.
Yeah.
So as you can see, the bidet was doing a whole lot of yapping the entire time, but then he did something that a lot of people didn't expect him to do at all. I sure as shit didn't expect him to do this at all. But in 2021, he made a video addressing a lot of the situation that happened way back in 2018, so let's take a look at that together. Now, I just want to clarify, if the bidet sounds a little bit more wacky than usual, it's because I have sped up the video to make it a little bit more bearable for you guys to watch, because a lot of it is rather long, and I've cut it from a rather long video to show you.
The Man, the Myth, the Legend, Papa Freak is here. Yes, you are reading the title correct. Yes, you're reading.
Did he say the Man, the Myth, the Legend, Papa Freak? Is he really... Man, okay. Myth? We know he's alive. The Legend... Legendary Freak. Okay.
Description
so
right.
We got 2 out of 3.
We are going to do a very special episode of the Campfire Chat. We are going to clear the air about the allegations that are surrounding me. So I guess a quick little rundown for those that aren't aware. Back in 2018, I started TikTok, Musical.ly at the time. I started it to, at first I was bored. I saw it on Facebook. I was like, oh, that looks really cool. Let me give it a shot. And as I got into it and started enjoying it, I wanted to find an outlet to entertain people. And so that's what I did. I started entertaining people at the, me being the butt of the joke, making cringy videos, and me just not really caring what people think, just to maybe get a smile or laugh or two out of people. And I did so successfully, very well. Not to toot my own horn, but I did really good. I was doing duets with fans and other content creators, and I wanted to share the limelight with people. Maybe I should have thought twice about doing that. Maybe I should have said no to certain videos. Maybe I should have been more adamant about, okay, maybe this is not the right video. Maybe we could do something different. But I didn't. That's on me. My intent was not to be cringy or flirting or anything like that with anyone in any of the videos. So if that came off that way, that's on me. I dealt with it.
But that's the thing. That's the thing, right? He's saying that he didn't intend for this stuff to be, flirtatious, when it's logs of him doing this stuff. 2, his whole rebrand was about him being an unapologetic freak, and 3, the Snapchat videos. Like it's multiple things going against what he's saying, like why lie about it at this point? Like what do you get out of it? Just say, okay, I'm a freak, I just love being freaky, like at that point. Because just off of all the stuff that we have here, like, do you think he'd be able to go to jail? Because he had intentions to meet up with a minor, right? And it was just a sting operation, right? But Jim Bop had intentions to meet up with a minor and would have if, okay, I'm a freak, I just love being freaky. What's wrong with him? What is wrong with him? But Jim Bop, the Minecraft YouTuber, had intentions to meet up with a minor and pretty much went through with it, and then when he got to the hotel, he got caught and got sent to jail. So wouldn't it, isn't there enough to get this guy sent to jail? And nobody's acted on it or anything? Because realistically, we have the evidence, we need to check on Soha27 talking about, I'm a freak, I love being freaky. He's done.
A lot of depression, anxiety, schizophrenia, alcohol abuse, and there's a lot of those videos that I was not necessarily in my correct state of mind, and that's on me. I'm not trying to diffuse the situation that, oh, it's okay. No, it's not okay. I should have been more present in those times. There are conversations between me and some underage people. My intent is never to groom, prey, or sexualize anyone, whether you are of age or not of age. I am just a friendly person, and maybe that comes off.
Now, sorry to stop.
But that's the thing. Again, what I said, it directly opposes what he's done. Okay, he says one thing, but then you go back
and you literally see him doing the opposite. So it's like what's the saying? Actions are better than words. Actions are louder than words. Sorry, I'm off today. I'm a little tired. And his actions obviously are much louder, screaming at the top of a mountain, more than his actual words are, more than what he's saying. Because he can just say anything, you know. You can say, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I'm so remorseful," but then, you know, still act a certain way, which he did, you know. And I don't think you could just forgive somebody for that. I look a little crazy with hats on. Oh, I kind of like this one. This one kind of pokes out though. If you want to purchase me hats, first of all, the one size fits all hats. Of course, you can give me those one size fits all. I wear a 7.5 in fitteds. 7.5. Okay, let me put that in chat in case y'all want to send me some cool. Want to send me some cool hats. Okay. For those who are subscribed, if you check your subscriber badges, it should show a level of like Goku depending on how long you've been subscribed. So base is like 1 month, and then or base is just subscribed. I think 1 month is Kaioken, and then month 3 is Super Saiyan. Month 6 is Super Saiyan God, I think. 9 is Super Saiyan Blue, and then I think a whole year is Ultra Instinct. But yeah, of course I'm subscribed to my own channel. I can't really unsubscribe, but yeah, show me what y'all have, please. I want to know which Gokus y'all have.
His Yap session in the middle of it again, but I do need to clarify, it was very obvious his intent was to groom and prey upon people who were much younger than he was. We know that from the well over 6 underage girls who stepped forward to talk about him, who reached out to other people to talk about him, to expose him. And I just wanted to stop it here, not only because we've kind of talked about this a lot already in the past, 18 minutes, but I thought it would be very crucial to take a look at some of the comments and his responses after the video was published. Now on Instagram, in this comment you're seeing right here in one of his Instagram comments a few weeks after the video was out, this person says, "Is this you clearing the air about the time when you continually preyed upon underage girls on TikTok/Musical.ly?" He says, "I didn't prey on anyone, watch the video, but it was pretty obvious that you just apologized for the fact that you preyed upon people." Now, I just find it kind of odd and contradicting that he would even make this video in the first place and then go on to deny the fact of stuff that he did when the entire video he made was him just trying to say he's, on a better path now and he's becoming a better person. It doesn't make sense when the entire video is about him accepting what he did and apologizing and just like getting on with his life. Instead, he contradicts everything he said in a comment section denying what he admitted to.
To some people the wrong way. Maybe I need to be more, okay, so you're, underage. I need to make sure I know that, hey, maybe the conversations I have with someone of my age, I can't have with you. So that's just something that I got to do as a person and an adult, that, I can't have those kind of conversations. And that's okay. It took me a little while to realize that might be construed the wrong way, but it's never my intention. And if you are one of those people, I'm sorry. I apologize. My intent was never to make you feel uncomfortable in any shape, form, or fashion. As far as the picture of my junk, I did say, I was having problems with alcohol and anxiety, depression, with schizophrenia. I wasn't taking my medicine. I was using alcohol to self-medicate myself. And, as a lot of people do, we take pictures and we do send them to people. More than anything, I was embarrassed that even got out in the first place. And then it got sent to someone who it should not have.
He's embarrassed that it got out. He doesn't. No, he's embarrassed that he got caught. Sorry, because say if all of this was swept under the rug, do you think he would have even mentioned that? Do you think if another human being that was cognizant of what he was doing didn't get a hold of that, and it was just meant to go to the minor that he sent it to, do you think he really would have been sympathetic? Do you think he really would have been remorseful for what he did? I don't think so. I'm leaning towards no. I don't know. I can't have a lot of sympathy for this guy, just because of all the stuff that he did. You know, it's like okay, he's saying all this, but then it's like, I just don't buy it. You know.
I don't know how it got sent to someone that was underage. I'm still trying to figure that out. 3 years, I still haven't figured that out. I have talked to the FBI. I've,
Now let's take a second to look at this and talk about this as well, because he says that, his nude photograph that was going around on TikTok, he doesn't know how it got around. He never sent it to somebody, he said, so he really doesn't know how it's getting about. So that's the one thing he's saying here. But if we cut over to, like, the little sting operation that happened to him, he said that it was a girl he sent it to at a bar one night. So now we have two different outcomes, or two different things that happened. So then we're going to take a look at this comment right here, which leads to a third different excuse. This person here commented, maybe you sent it to someone that was underage when you had drank quite a lot, and maybe you forgot you did it. And then he goes, it's a possibility. So now we have three different excuses for one action, and none of it is lining up at all. None of it is really making sense at all. And in my opinion, the bidet is highlighting a much bigger problem for TikTok. Although it happened over 5 years ago now, and it has spanned over the course of 2018 all the way up until 2021, it just continues to show how bad of a situation stuff like this is on TikTok and how common it truly is. Now, that is going to be it for today's video. I was going to upload on...
Okay. I think that... I don't know. I don't trust what this guy is saying. I don't really care for what he's saying. In my eyes, I think he should be in jail. I think this guy is prime candidate for a life behind bars. Hey,